Okay, so there's a little audience participation. If you would like to participate, you can get ready to tweet at @space pioneer. So basically, this is in the educational category, and it's kind of a take off of Oregon Trail. Like, Oregon Trail is really great because it puts people in like the shoes of the pioneers, and it lets kids get immersed in, history. And so this is kind of like a science version of that. So the premise is like typical post-apocalyptic fare. It's like the world has run out of resources, and there's a need for like a generational starship that's going a tenth the speed of light. Maybe it will take 100 or 1,000 generations to get to the next habitable planet. And so along the way, much like Oregon Trail, there's going to be like different challenges, and yeah. And so you can see on the bottom there's a dashboard of the different resources or things. Like there's a limited amount of food, you have spare parts, there's the physical and mental health of your colony, and there's a rate at which you consume food, which may go up or down depending on the choices you make. And then there's a rate at which physical and mental deterioration happens. So there are other choices that kind of like raise or lower that value. And then there's also a mutiny rate. Okay, so your first choice is, we're assuming that there's a technology where you can know planets that have some kind of like vegetation or animal life, or is suitable for terraforming before you leave. And so these are, we got through the Kepler exoplanet data, we've got some nearby planets. And it just so happens that ones that are relatively close have a lower Earth similarity index, which is like a combination of like temperature and atmosphere and different things like that. And there are some that are further away but are more similar to Earth. So you have to make a choice as, do you want to go to the one that it may be more hostile to colonization but is closer? You would survive the journey more likely, or do you want to go to a further away one and take that risk? So Aaron's going to demonstrate the game.
All right, so everybody get ready to tweet. If you saw the handle, it's @_Space Pioneer. Right. Okay. Sorry. Start game. All right, so your ship needs energy, food, air, and water for everyone on board. You have choice A, so you gotta tweet that same line, and then choice B. All right, so this is the first answer. And then this kind of goes on the same way, so just involving the whole class to determine where you end up. Thank you.
Awesome.